Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mortal Empires. Now before I begin, there's something to note. I've recently gotten, from a friend, a bit of a supply of various Warhammer fantasy books, including the first and second edition of Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing. So, all the facts in this video and further videos, or at least quite a lot of them, credit to him, okay? The name is Anonymouse, and yes, I have in fact asked if I should, tell that publicly. So, with that little bit over, let's start working on the Empire again, because there's a lot of things to do. There's always a lot of things to do. Always, 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 always. We've got these two guys down here, for example. Little by little, I approach the location of Lamia. Again, I do intend to go in first with Brock Ironpick, because his army is mostly mainline infantry, and Cazador's is more of a very mixed bag. In fact, the only unit that repeats in his army is the Slayers, and that's because there's also the Dragonblack Slayers, you know? That's kind of strange. Oh, the Dragonblack Slayers have physical resist. That actually makes them very good indeed. They also come with the power of the Dragonback. If they're melee, they have 22% flame resist. And they also hit enemies with the flammable effect, meaning they have weakness to fire and slow down. So that's pretty interesting. Also, all Slayers have Death Blow, which means that if they're below 20% damage, lots more damage output. Unfortunately, you're not going to get nearly enough damage output, because that's kind of bleh, honestly.
Cease.
Alright. There's still Belaga Ironhammer. Oh, there's my Thane. Where is my Thane right now?
I answer to clan and hold. A binding
Volksgrad seems to be under siege. I'm not sure how to deal with that. Now might be a good time to stab the border princes in the back, but that would also mean I get bunches of treaty and diplomacy penalties with other factions, and that's never any good.
On to vengeance.
It's going to take me a while to replenish this unit of Grudge Thors. Normally, if 4 turns replenishment, I just buy a new set, but they have gold experience, and that's really hard to get, so we're going to be waiting 4 turns with Belagar, sticking it around in Karak-Azor. Unless... Give me a moment.
Grudge bearer. Our ancestors would be proud.
Slightly more replenishment. I guess I'll go with that. Be really nice if Weissenland could confederate with Altdorf. Note, Altdorf is a faction capital, so it's kind of ridiculous defensively, as you can see. I'm not sure I decided it needed 5 cards of cavalry on the defense, though. Because cavalry is absolute pant shit on the defense. Like, good grief. It's bad. Alright, so what else was there to do? I have this stack at Eschen. I could global in some troops here, honestly, and I probably should, looking at it. We need some artillery, and it could use some specialist troops. Given I'm going to be fighting the undead a lot, let's give them 2 cards of Iron Drakes. Let's try this guy out with an organ gun, just 1. And since these are anti-large, I guess gyrocopters. Give him a bit more eclectic of an army than I usually use, just in case he actually gets in a fight.
Everything dies.
Everything dies. The best response to whenever someone tells you that everything dies? Duh. Just tell them, duh. Simple, easy, accurate. When did I establish faction contact with the last defenders, and how did I do that? Pretty sure it popped up when I moved over here, so kind of confused. Still wondering what Karagharud's unique Skaven building is, but I don't like playing the Skaven. They're too mook-y for me. I like my armies to be able to just have really high quality troops so I can go, haha, I have a really good kill-death ratio, neener, neener, neener. Because I'm a bit of an immature git like that. Still, Grimgor is slowly getting warmed down strategically. Not much to do right now. Just wait on this, move my Thane up. And wonder if eventually we're actually going to run into, you know, the Chaos Invasion. Because I do want to deal with the Storm of Chaos in this Let's Play before it ends. Storm of Chaos is, after all, pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing. Well, I do know what I'm doing. It can still be quite difficult if the AI is clever, quick, and sneaky. I only plan to be sending up one stack to fight it, mostly because I think that at this point I can strategically manage to... yeah, I'll declare war on the top knots. Yeah, at this point I think I can strategically manage to strike out and get Empire or Kislevian allies in a fight. And dwarves and humans fighting on the same side is very traditional for fighting chaos. Really, the dwarves and the humans don't really fight all that much. Like, there are minor skirmishes that generally are... this human has decided to shun the dwarves in some way. Like, for example, underpaying them. That's a big sin. And then they got the shit beaten out of them. For some reason, this guy has the green flipping knight in his army. You should save the green knight for dangerous situations. Then again, looking at the vampiric corruption that's spreading over the lands of the Bretonnians, I can see why they have some issues. By the way, vampiric corruption at this resolution looks kind of like the moss you see on bread after you leave it out too long. This isn't really relevant to anything, it's just something I wanted to point out.
The iron hammer weighs heavy in my grip. Speak your words.
Quake, shut up. I hate Skaven. Or for the fact that it opened up another front, I just flat out declare war.
What brings you before the heir of Lund?
Okay, you want me to join? No! No! Shut up! I'm not helping you to beat up Talabheim. I don't want to get into that. I only made friends with you because I want to trade with you, and I'd rather you just confederate with the Empire already. At this point, I'm beginning to worry that why Weissenland hasn't confederated with the Empire, because the Empire doesn't want to piss off the #1 strength rank faction. It'd be nice if you could tell the AI, hey guys, I actually want you to confederate this group of nutcases. Please go. Or if you can, you know, pressure the AI into working with each other. I know the High Elves have that with their influence system, but honestly you want to use influence to buy really strong lords, and that's why I learned about the last defenders. They sent a hero here. That's why it was hidden behind the army. No wonder I didn't notice it. They was sneaky. And Zelig Van Kruger rammed his face into Waldenhof and fell down. Look, mate. In Canon Storm of Chaos, Volkmar the Grim got tied to a banner while skinned for about 2 or 3 weeks, knocked completely out, then proceeded to, once he woke up, rip himself off the banner, kill his way through a fair-sized chunk of the Chaos Horde, and walk back in literal blizzards to the Empire. I don't think a bunch of undead are going to scare him. Sorry, mate. Bring actual quality troops if you want to fight Volkmar the Grim. Oh, great! This is completely useless to me because I don't buy Slayers. If this happens, you get minus 15% recruit cost to Slayers for 3 turns, but... just... Alright. Where's Dringok Araz and where's Crooked Fang Fort? Crooked Fang Fort is here. Drak is there. Crooked Fang is closer to the entrance, I guess, of the location. Also, 2 turns until I can start trying to bully the dwarves into confederating with me again. Remember, kids, if someone doesn't agree to be your friend, just keep asking them, and eventually they'll be your friend. This is completely ethical and not at all a bad idea. Let's get Barak Var some defenses, just on the grounds of defenses, basically. Nashrak's lair can get some walls. It's unlikely to be attacked due to how out of the way it is, but it never hurts to be paranoid. And, you know, it's probably role accurate as the dwarves just put walls on everything. Dwarven holes are famous for being ridiculously tough. Alright.
Thirsts for war.
Cazador Dragonslayer over here.
For the ancestors.
Brock Ironpick is now in the front. Stealth though. Oh, Libaris! That's actually going to be the start location of one of the new lords. Interesting. Gemstone mines for the undead give them recruit rank for necromancers to make their corpse cart, black coaches, and mortis engines cheaper. That's pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. Marching songs is next turn, so we'll see what text I'll be able to work with next time. Not next time, next turn. It is unlikely for the mid-turn thing to take, you know, the entire time. That seems unlikely to me. Also, the dwarves seem to be pulling a very large strategic pincer maneuver. Look at this. Dwarf army here, dwarf army here, dwarf army here. Vot, vot, vot. 3 on 1 odds, or I guess 2.5 on 1 odds. That's honestly about what it would take for a historically accurate siege, but Warhammer is known for many things. Historical accuracy is not on the list. It appears I'm going to have to mess with with Angrund soon, and I'm going to have to see Grimgor beaten up by my troops. I may just send down Belagar to go and take the rest of the Badlands. At this point, that's about all that's left for him to do down there, unless, you know, again, I'm expecting chaos to come any turn now. The fact that I haven't already is astonishing to me. Well, Kislev itself still stands, that's good. I should probably talk to Kislev, honestly, and bribe them into being my friends. And Volkmar rides out on his horse with his shiny warpstone chestplate. Yes, it's warpstone. He doesn't mutate despite it being evil space magic kryptonite. Because he's Volkmar the Grim and he's ridiculously stubborn. Fun fact, the dwarves sometimes use very small amounts of warpstone in their runes. Keyword, very small amounts. Dwarven natural magic resistance, and the fact that dwarven runesmiths are so stubborn that none of their runes have ever been discovered without their willing revealing. Because if you try and torture a runesmith into revealing their runes, they will stubborn themselves to death. Like, they'll just sit there and be so stubborn they just drop dead. It's ridiculous. Dwarves are stubborn. Grimgor's trying to escape the pincer. Given how dangerous Grimgor himself is, especially once he gets highly leveled, completely viable. Seriously, a properly leveled Grimgor is the most dangerous Lord Killer in the game. Not exaggerating, the only thing comparable is Queek Headtaker if he's popping all his abilities, and even then, Grimgor can still survive the damage onslaught and beat the shit out of Queek. Because Grimgor has a lot of armor. Oh boy, Krokgar is here! Hello! Please don't kill me! Oh hey, it's Ratak! Who here remembers Ratak from the first Let's Play I did on this game? Good old reliable Ratak with his giant burps of murder. Those things were so helpful. Albert Schnarfer. Schnarfer? Really? Schnarfer? Tallson is actually an interesting name because that one of the gods of the Empire, specifically the god of nature in general, is tall. He's not a very popular god though, since the Empire, to quote the previous good emperor before Franz, Magnus the Pious, no relation to Magnus the Red of Warhammer 40k fame. 3 things make the Empire great: faith, steel, and gunpowder. So, yeah. 2 of those are not really viable when you're out in the wilderness being savages, and that's what Tallites like to do. They still have faith, but they do not have steel or gunpowder. Which kinda sucks, you know? Still, the fact that Krokgar's there means I'm probably not going to take that place. I'm just going to smash it up. And what the heck does that Necromancer have there as that skull? I didn't recognize that skull ability, and now I probably never will, because Krokgar tends to murder all the things. It comes with riding on literally Grimlock. Grimlock Smash. Ah, Skaven Assassin. Scurry away. I believe that used to have melee defense on it, too? Or was that their strength in numbers ability? The Skaven universally have 2 abilities for their baseline unit, strength in numbers and scurry away. But I'm not sure if it used to be that scurry away had the melee defense or if it was strength in numbers. I could get growth or I could get public order. I'll take the growth because I'm the dwarves. I grow nothing. Like, dwarves have no growth. It's awful. And while I'm spending a lot of money, I think it's all worth it, honestly. Also, now I have marching songs. Now, what else do I want out of this? Sign to note that armor +5 for Iron Breakers, and armor +5 for infantry units, and armor +5 for Dwarf Shield units all stack for Iron Breakers, getting to a total of 140 armor. Let's invest in that, for the sake of murdering everything. If I could go for Recite Ancient Grudges, no, that'd take longer. Also, I think this is a Game of Thrones reference. I've heard about the Iron Price, but I don't actually watch or read Game of Thrones, so... yeah. Okay, these things actually take just 2 turns now. I'm tempted to invest in them, but I also don't really need more money. Annoying decisions to make.
The throng is mustered. Onward.
Kislev's Unique is a level 5 building, by the way. They also have a custom garrison with lots of outriders and grenade launcher outriders, though, so keep that in mind.
Council is disappointed.
How did the Skaven rebels get up here? What are Skaven doing at Prague? Did Vermintide actually become acknowledged in this game with the Mortal Empires DLC? That'd be neat.
Do not expect a warm welcome to Fortress Kislev. We are made of ice.
Ice is crushed by gold.
Kislev.
Apparently not. The ice of Kislev does not crack. Actually, I can't online that. One of the better ones. Oh, but Volksrad is owned by the Varg. They're not doing so well, the Kislevians. Alright. Brocky boy!
My king commands.
That's a very nasty force, especially Cairn Wraiths, because while they have terrible stat lines and health, they have that physical resist that makes my ghost friends really, really scary. Let's spend 4 turns building up various other troops. Move this guy in.
Moving.
And encamp him. Let's make sure that actually gets him in support on the attack. He does edge the bar slightly over to my side, but I think it's going to be a lot closer fight. Especially as I have Thunderers to deal with their Vargeists. I also have 2 cards of Slayers, and Slayers are actually pretty good versus the Undead, because the Undead have that issue with universal fear. And often they'll also have Terror, but all Undead have causes fear. Like, I don't think there's any Undead unit that doesn't have causes fear? Question mark? If anyone knows of an Undead unit that doesn't cause fear, tell me, okay? I'm actually curious now. No, we're talking. I didn't want to select you. I wanted to select these guys because I saw something I didn't know. Master of the Dead! Ah! Nearby allies regenerate. That's what that is. Okay. Weber Harkon. Huh. I think this place is where the Chaos Dwarves live. At least one of their places. There are some dwarves that have fallen to chaos. They are generally treated with enormous amounts of disdain and hatred. Mostly disdain. You know, the sort of, we don't talk about those people, but we don't talk about those people, but we don't talk about those people. Things. You know? Next turn, I'll be able to see if I can bully the dwarves.
I am the White Dwarf.
Let's set them the target of wiping out Bitterstone Mine. It's a pity you can't tell multiple ally armies where to go, because if so, I tell these 2 to go vorp, vorp, and then go vorp like that. Take Bitterstone and wipe Grimgore, but they're really not capable of strategic intelligence. A pity, really. Oh well. We went through the buildings, we moved the armies. You gotta go through the buildings, right? Yep, okay. Actually, factions encountered. Clan Molder is new? Ah, I bet they're where the Skaven corruption came from. Because the Hell Pit should be around here. Clan Molder of the Skaven are basically the mad bioscientists. I make incident of bioscientists because Clan Skyer is the mad scientists. If Clan Skyer is Dr. Doofenshmirtz, but actually really lethal, Clan Molder is Frankenstein's monster writ large. They're the reason, like, their main base is called the Hell Pit for a reason. They invented the Hell Pit abomination. And that thing is horrifying. Like, not even by its gameplay mechanics, which are pretty dangerous, but it's just flat out disgusting to look at. It's just, ew. Ha. Lamia is in the devil's backbone. Of course it is, and it's right at the top. Lamia is the head of the devil! Evil! Grimgore, what are you even doing? Then again, I did tell... Is Grimgore reading the Dwarven AI commands? If so, not cool, but I can also see why he'd do it from a dwarf force moving closer. Oh hey, the Wood Elves have nearly united. It took them only over 100 turns. Then again, if you're playing as the Wood Elves in this, you should probably just demolish the enemy forces as quickly as you can, after swiping out a good-sized chunk of Bretonia out from under them, especially Carcassonne. The reason especially Carcassonne, because otherwise they'll be really aggressive towards you and keep declaring war on you. The dead declare no wars. The undead are different than the dead in this case, mind, otherwise that statement would be very stupid. I try and not be stupid. Sometimes I fail, but I try not to be stupid. Also, damn, the High Elves unify a lot easier than the Empire. I wonder if the fact Weissenland hasn't unified is one of the reasons the Empire isn't, well, unified. Either that or they're all too busy squabbling to worry about the threat in the north. I do need to still see if Drak is around. If they are, I'm going to put them as Confederation priority, actually above the main dwarves. Not because I'll get more out of Drak, I don't expect that, because it'll be fun to play Drak against, you know, the hordes of chaos when they come. It'll be tough, it'll be difficult, it'll be tense, and it will be fun because I can't just run over absolutely everything. Much like how I didn't wait around to build up an extra stack to strike Lamia, I just threw in every regiment of renown I had and skidooed. Hello, Ludwig von Sinclair, Master of the Dead. I'm willing to bet they're moving their heroes up here to try and screw up my armies while I siege them for 4 turns to get my, siege towers. Something to note that they changed from 1 is that siege towers in 1 used to just be a flat-out, basically an extra HP bar. Like if a unit was in a siege tower and the siege tower went kaboomy boom, the siege tower was, well, the unit was fine. But now if a siege tower goes kaboomy boom, you lose like 80% of your troops in that unit. Making it arguably worth to have units in siege towers charging than to have units in not siege towers, I guess.
King's command.
Now if memory serves, okay. Drak should be somewhere around here.
Move.
There's Fort Ostrosk. Alright, population surplus in the eastern Badlands of 1 point, doesn't matter. Zufbar of 3 points, doesn't matter. Ah! 2 of my ghost friends leveled up. Yay! Relentless, I guess, for you, because I don't really have anything better to give my runesmith, and he has several more levels to go. Boost income, I guess, is for a little tiny bit more money. No buildings completed this turn though, which actually shocks me. Not like lightning-wise, but yeah.
Fight.
Alright.
Axes.
3 turns. Continue siege.
Attack!
Ah!
Ready? Welcome, friends of the Dawi.
Alright. I don't have nearly as much money as I was bribing you with earlier, but your reputation with me has only gone up.
No!
Alright, I'm fine with that. Really do want to meet up with the Drak, though. If I can talk to them, I can confederate them, and if I can confederate them, that's going to be very good. I think they might be one of the objectives to own. Yeah, Drak, Kazid Bord Krag, and Shijotrkran are the 3 ones you need. Alright. Where the F is Galbara? Okay. Control 17 settlements from the list. How many are there here? I know I counted it out, but I don't actually remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Why say control 17 from the list? Wait. Right, because you get 8 from this. Funnily enough, the short campaign victory requires you to wipe out the Greenskins and Crooked Moon forces. But the long one does not, which I think is kind of strange. Also, you're never going to get that. Like, it's been 106 turns. Well, I haven't pushed super hard in research. I also haven't gotten lucky with any of the research followers. I'm sitting at 168% only. You can get like 200-300% if you get really, really lucky with your followers. Anyway, not much to do now. I guess just in the turn. Actually, no, let's look at Karazakarak. Maybe they're tier 5. They're tier 5! Hopefully they're going to be smart enough to build the other unique that is not the Karazakarak airfield. That'd be nice if they could save me the 15,000 gold pieces you need for that. That's not an exaggeration. The normal Karazakarak unique, unless they changed it, is 15,000 gold pieces. Why, yes, that's incredibly expensive. I'm pretty sure that's the point. What are the Greenskins doing? Moving around a little bit. And, they're sieging Brightstone. Bitterstone, not Brightstone. Mine. Really, the Orcs don't have much of a chance of survival at this point. The Karas Angkor Primaris is just keeping the Greenskins suppressed. It is the Age of Reckoning! Where we see the grudges struck from the book. And as soon as I complain about the Wood Elves, in the same video, they confederate. Alright, fine, Orion, you're off the hook. You get. Oh, look, it's the Light Wizard. In Total War Warhammer 1, Light Wizards, you got one for free, but they were just generally viewed as bad aside from the Net of Em and Talk. The Net of Em and Talk is an AoE, you don't get to move now spell, which is really good. Like, strategically, it's not like, I'm buffing you, I'm killing you, but it's really good. Great. Bretonnia and the Wood Elves are punching each other in the face again. How lovely. Oh, Fort Ostrosk is owned by the Varg, actually. That's very bad. That is very, very bad, and for some reason the Border Princes still own Iron Rock. I'm surprised no one's kicked them out yet. If it weren't for my worry about chaos, I'd honestly kick the Border Princes out myself. As is, again, I'm expecting every turn at this point for chaos to just go, knock knock! Here's your boy, Archeon! But no. Well, they wounded the Master Engineer. That's actually kind of annoying. Still, if they fling Walkenier von Schwarzhofen at me, that'd actually be really good, because that draws the garrison out into the open, so they don't have the advantage of walls. And I'm much more comfortable fighting in the open than in siege battles. Siege battles also tend to be laggier. And that's no good. Come on, game, hurry up. At least the only rogue army left is Jared's, and I'm not even sure what they're doing or where they are. Nor, if I'm going to be honest, do I really care where they're going or what they're doing. Oh. Oh, that buffs your runesmiths. Nice. Crag the Grim is actually a fairly large name in the fluff. He's basically the oldest current runesmith. Honestly, in the fluff, he's lived far longer than he should. Like, not in the fact that he's an asshole who should have died long ago or anything. He's kind of an asshole, but not in that sense. No, he's just flat out frickin' old. Like, really old. Oh, damn it, I should have underway like that, and that would have saved me a lot of time. At least I can underway that next turn. Damn it, I forgot about that. Okay. Various troops have been recorded at Fergil Redmane. At this point, once I finish this, I'm kind of tempted to attack an undead army just to show off all these cool toys I have. A lot of them I'm not very good at, so it might not be a very good showing, but hey. Alright. Oh hey, a rune forge finished at Karak Norn. Yay, that's global recruitment capacity up. What did they build at Fort Ostrost? A Norse village with a corral, a smithy, and a ruinous altar. Lovely.
war. Forwards.
Yep, it's the Hell Pit. I thought as much. I thought as much. It's the Hell Pit. Ah, the warp turbine plant. Ooh, what a lovely place. Ah, they did get the warpstone reactor though, which is something you want in pretty much every one of these. And oh god, yeah, the Hell Pit is going to be hell to take, because it has 3 Hell Pit abominations. Also, look at that upkeep and buff. Recruitment duration -1 turn for Hell Pit abominations is quite good, because I believe, keyword believe, there are 3-turn recruitment. Ah, and I've encountered Drak. The upkeep and recruitment cost isn't bad, but also, you're going to get silver 2s just right off the bat for Hell Pits recruited here once you have the depths of the pit. Lovely! Just lovely. Drak,
Yes.
you have 1 settlement.
I do not trust your clan, so speak and be done. Never.
I can throw money at you.
Go on then.
I must have gold sicknesses, I agree. That's one way to put it. I literally just bribed him into doing what I want. But damn, Croc and Drak does not like other dwarves.
No reason for
Do they
it.
get Shield of Civilization? Because if they don't, they might just get flat out wiped out.
Onward.
Oh, whoa, the dwarves dropped the strength rank
Greetings,
6.
honorable
What did they
ally.
do? Here, have money. Will you join me now that you're so weak?
Doubtful.
No. Still, damn, Crocodrock. They really
To
don't like
war.
other dwarves. And I'm not even at war with their enemies either, the Varg and the Clan Molder. Hey, you know, I'll declare war on Varg and Clan Molder. They'll like me more then. And I plan to wipe them both out anyway. The Varg first, though.
Coward! You come before me pleading a pact the Norse have no need for. For us, there is just death.
About that. 64, 300 plus, 84. Yeah. Okay. So Clan Molder got drawn in anyway. Never mind. I'm stupid and probably should have looked at that
What?
better. Ah! That war got them a plus 45. So now it'll turn into minus 10 because of that great power aversion ruler's prejudice. Well.
Onward.
At a minimum, I can start spamming hero actions.
Disappointed.
And yeah, the help it only matters to the Skaven. It's also a 1. Wait a minute. I just started counting. Something's up. 5, 5. Help it is a faction capital? Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Help it is a faction capital. Oh my! Okay, so Crocodrock is still in Dawi hands. Shijoturkin got taken by the Varg. I'm willing to bet Kazi Bordkalag has the ever-present issue of being Skaven. Oh, looks like Hellpit has a unique model. Look. It's actually a pit. Accurate.
Let us settle this.
2 turns. Okay.
Bring them.
It's in the turn then. Oh, population surpluses. How nice. 1, and the Black Mountains have 4. I might be able to do something at the Black Mountains then. Also, these guys have the Sunmaker, which means they're going to wreck undead. Flaming ammunition and the ridiculous MLRS bombardments. Slaughter. Still, it seems like beating up Manfred von Karstein and therefore eliminating all the effective legendary lords the vampire counts have has resulted in the Empire being able to make some big gains. Especially as, you know, I did do that whole thing of raise Drakenhof to the ground, which reset a lot of the undead's development. Wow, they're smashing that settlement. They're really smashing that settlement. Like, goddamn, they're beating on that settlement. Brightstone Mine is... Brighthammer Mine, or... God, I can't remember the name. That settlement is not doing well. Anyway. I should probably take Angrund myself, and hopefully that means I won't have to make a hero action against it. Making a hero action against Angrund if it's under dwarf control would be very bad. I don't want to fight my fellow Dawi. I don't want to have to rebuild up that 400 plus, not 300 plus reputation I have. That I know is still going up. Oh, Queek has both his items. Let's look at them. Dwarf Gouger. And the Warp Shard Armor. The Warp Shard Armor is... I wonder if Queek starts in Karagarud, actually. Usually he starts near Krokdagar, all the way down south, but they might have changed that for Mortal Empires. Remember how Queek used to actually be a challenge in a fight for Krokdagar early on in that Lizardman Let's Play? Remember that? Those were the days. When I could actually be challenged by things. And that's one of the issues with this game. Once you get rolling, it's very hard to actually stop you. Which is why I'm going to be stopping at the Chaos Invasion instead of setting some self-imposed challenge, because there's nothing past the Chaos Invasion for you. There's just nothing. Is that a Dawnstone? You have a Dawnstone. Yeah. And you beat up Fort Straghov by trying to steal their tech. Why are you trying to steal tech from Norskins when most of their technology is either basically Step Bandit or Chaos Tainted or Chaos Bandits? Sorry, not Chaos Bandit Step Tainted. Chaos Tainted Step Bandit. Words are hard. Let's see if the Silver Host next on the list is going to do something. They can assault a unit. That could cause me some problems. You know, slowly wear down my troops. Even if assault units is much better, the plural version, because, well, you hit multiple units. Sure, you can't go, oh shit, it's a giant monster, stab it, stab it, stab it, stab it. But in general, it's just more efficient. Oh, Musion got wiped out. I think the Green Knight has been doing some work then. Hopefully, the Bretonnia manages to purge the corruption. They're actually supposed to get a lot on the when the big update rolls around. A giant tech tree upgrade. And I'm hoping that's going to result in things other than their admittedly kind of unique things where they get bonuses per fight in each faction. Because some of those don't make any sense. Like, all of units get plus 10 bonus versus large against chaos. Like, okay, that's nice, okay. Our mooks can kill their big gribbles better? It's like, okay. Okay. Anyway, I think I'll scout Kazid Board Karak to see if it's an older thing. Figured as much. Aha, 4, and no, that was just these things. I guess I should get this. Rumble, rumble, grumble, mumble. Rumble, rumble, grumble, grumble, rumble, rumble, grumble, mumble, rumble, rumble, grumble, mumble, rumble, rumble, grumble, mumble. Ooh! Gimme! Alright.
Time to slay old breakers.
Next
The
turn!
clan
Therefore,
demands
probably
war.
next episode, we're going to attack Lamia.
My hammer.
Hop, hop, hop. Should work. Or hop, hop close to here, then hop to here. Take out Angrund myself. For a darn good fight. So that's going to be a problem just because black orcs. Just black orcs, man. Black orcs. Not much else you can say, honestly. Black orcs are just black orcs. They're dangerous. They're tough. They hit like a truck. They have loads of armor-piercing damage.
Clan and Hope disagree. What's yours?
Why am I not surprised at all? Ick and ick. Drak doesn't have ball. What?
For the wisdom of the layer.
What? Drak, what you do? Drak, why do? Why do? Alright. Bitterstone Mine! That was the place's name! Why was that so hard for me to remember? Wait a minute. 6, 1. That should be 13, not 11. What happened? Guess some of their dudes got wiped out.
Not happening.
Yep, his army's small and his heroes are wounded. He tried to sally out and got his ass kicked. Good job.
Onward. You may speak before my shield bearers and on the Oathstone. No way. To war!
Fellow Dawi, it is an honor.
Well then, will you join up with me, sir?
Won't happen.
Oh, it's not going to improve so high as it used to. I guess that's because I haven't recently gone on a massive campaign of shattering everything against the Greenskins. A shame. Shame.
Ulrich's will.
Oh, I can't assign them a war coordination target because they're not at war with Tempelhof.
For the
Okay.
wisdom of the layer.
That is actually fair enough. That's pretty reasonable, really.
What?
Wait, you have a magic item. What is it? The other Trickster's Shard. Nothing. This entire army does magic damage. Whatever. Let's just end the turn. Ugh, come on. Okay, there's a surplus in the vaults. Good for the vaults. Archlector Volkmar the Grim, moving to Eschen. Probably to make sure that that force from here does not try and attack, you know? Heinz Todbringer. I should probably make more catch-up jokes about him, but eh. The main dwarf faction has this weirdo runesmith just running around. Ah, that thing has Strider. Strider is good because it means that basically you don't care about terrain you're fighting in. I don't think there are any cavalry with Strider right now, but if there are, they're going to be very good in Forest, because normally Forest gives you ridiculous penalties to being a cavalry unit. And, oh look, the dwarves ate Bitterstone Mine. I'm going to have to speed run my way to Angrund, aren't I? Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to fight anything. Where's the fun in that, eh? Lothern and the Order of Lore Masters are still off doing their thing. Is Kaeldor still around? If Kaeldor's still around, that'd be neat.
I stand strong behind the shield of defiance. Speak.
Ah, good. The aversion is finally doing things. That's nice, dear. Go away. You're a rat. You will literally stab me in the back as soon as you get the chance. And, fluff-wise, Belligar knows and personally hates Queek. Queek literally carries around a belt of dwarven heads. The fact that this game even considers him an option for talking with the dwarves at all is kind of astonishing. Okay, Weissenland, are you going to confederate? Please confederate. Wait, they won't initialize a confederation. You can't initialize a confederation. Drak isn't doing anything. Makes sense because they have literally one settlement and the other two are owned by their enemies. And unlike the mutinous Gits, they can't support multiple stacks from one settlement. Still, once Chaos rolls around, they'll get a bunch of wars with bunches of factions. That'll be good for making friends with the factions that are actually good. And there's also the Shield of Civilization trait, which used to actually not include the High Elves or Lizard Men. It does now, of course. So once Chaos rolls around, it's a major invasion. You're going to make friends better. Of course, then there's the Age of Peace once you beat Chaos, but honestly, unless there's something really cool I can do, I don't really think I'm going to play this past beating Chaos. Now this general area was where Kaeldor used to be, and it is no longer here. I guess Tyrion managed to unite the elves. Or Teclis did. Probably Tyrion, though. Teclis is known as an abrasive git. Oh? Grimgar lost in battle. Oh, nice! Someone else beating him in battle counted. Okay. Let's see if I'm right and remembering that you can. Yes, you can underwater. Alright, with that little discovery, let's end the episode here. Next time, we're going to hopefully take Angrund. We're going to fight that battle all the way over at Lamia. And, of course, we might have a Chaos invasion. Don't know for sure, though, because Chaos tends to be very unreliable in when it shows up. You could dare say it shows up on a chaotic timetable. What? I'm me. Alright. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below, or in the threads on Spaceballs and Sufficient Velocity that will be linked in the description. And for now, goodbye.